rest so much names to Saba Yamu.
I've been working in Africa for over 25 years, and Tullow started off here. And what still surprises me when I wander around the world is how few people look at Africa as a place to invest. Most people look at Africa as a place for aid. And Africa needs investment, not aid. You look at Ghana. Ghana has been one of the best economies in the world in the last few years. And people need to know that. They need to know that this is a continent that is ideal for investment.
At the very start, when I say the enthusiasm the football club has for this project is, I hope, of a measure that you'll appreciate. We are here to make a big difference. I give you a little bit of history about our football club. It was founded in 1879. It was founded by 5 school teachers. 5 school teachers who wanted to improve the lives of young people in Sunderland. They wanted to harness football as the measure to get well-being and better life aspirations for the people of Sunderland at that time. Here we are 130-something years later, 33 years later, and as a football club we're sticking very much to our ethos and our message that started all those years ago. We live in a very different world now, of course, and the commercialism of the Premier League can be astounding. But if we can still hang on to our values as a football club and harness that powerful tool that is the Premier League and the billions of people around the world who watch it, if we can stay true to our early ethos and become more than just a commercial activity that's happening here, if we can leave great footprints on the ground here, if we can use the power of football to improve well-being, improve people's aspirations, improve education, and we also get that message out there that Africa is ready, it's Africa's time, then we're going to give this every single attention that we can.
Today, we are launching the Invest in Africa initiative. Through this innovative, exciting, and groundbreaking initiative, Tullow is encouraging other international businesses to take a much closer look at Africa and exploit the vast range of untapped opportunities that exist here. And while we are delighted to be at the forefront of the initiative, let me emphasize that it is not just about Tullow or the oil industry. The idea is for us to stand shoulder to shoulder with a number of international companies, local businesses, investment authorities, and ministries of trade and industry to work together to build stable and investment-friendly environments that allow businesses to grow across Africa.
For me, it is seeing the joy, the smile in somebody else because he has access to good education, he has access to good road, he has access to good water, he has access to good health. That is important.
This is Sunderland's Cathedral. It's an emerging story, it's an emerging international story.
I know that Sunderland sets the Premier League standard when it comes to engagement with the community, but it's also a club that embodies the best values, not just of British sport, but of global commitment.
It's important that every industry in countries are run by local people, and I think that's where you get the long-term effect, and it develops our own business, because we want every country that we're involved in to view the business as their business.
Economic development for the future is going to come from Africa. The fact that investors are coming in fairly large numbers, they're increasing every year, And the ones who are here are growing and diversifying.
It is important for any investor, especially walking into Africa, to respect us as a people. And if you do that, at the end of the day, it becomes a win-win relationship.
Well, the goals are to bring business into the continent. You know, this is one of the great last places for investment. Like, there's huge opportunities here, but people need to know that. And you know, this Invest in Africa thing, as I say, is get that message up there that Africa is open for business, but also then to help companies to meet other companies in Europe, to have business-to-business events in Europe, and bring it under that umbrella. So literally get people thinking about it.
Do you have goals? Are you going to quantify it?
Yeah, I think this is something that will grow, and we will help it grow because we are a major investor in Africa. And the problem with a lot of top initiatives is they start off with a big bang, loads of publicity, and then they die a death. But you know, this is something that's going to be up there in people's faces all the time, and you know, we'll be promoting it. Other companies will be joining us, and we'll announce those over the coming months. So it's an initiative that can build, and it's what the continent needs.
We approached Tullow to explore ways of maybe assisting Tullow and indeed African businesses through the power of the Premier League, and indeed the phenomenon that the Premier League is. You know, that we're shown in TVs to 4.7 billion people every weekend, and we were trying to find a way that would get a great message, a great ethos and a message coming out of Africa, that we could be the first Premiership club that came into Africa and got the great messages that need to be brought around the world, i.e. that Africa is open for business and that Africa is booming, and that people's perceptions in the past of how Africa is performing, they need to look again, and using us as that powerful tool to show the world and give the world that message. Seemed a natural fit between both companies, and then if you can add on top of that what we do and how we're different as a football club, the community support that we roll out within our own region back in England, and our ability to make that an international concept, and for that to come to Africa and to assist on the ground with the various businesses that will back this initiative, it's just a win-win for everybody.
It's not about the oil industry per se, it's about trying to encourage others from other sectors of the economy, other international companies with interest in other areas to join us, and hopefully we'll succeed.